Hey, JulesBlessedVegan, and as always, welcome to my channel. And for those of you who are new, I know you can benefit. So yeah, people, I was saying stoked to be soaked. Because oh my gosh, it was only like 38 degrees and I was soaking wet cleaning the horse stalls. I mean, it is my favorite form of exercise because it is so physical labor. It just involves every ounce of my being, and because it's getting light, I mean, forgive me, dark so early, we really have to hustle, and it's just refreshing. So while I was out there working my hiney off, and it took like an hour, I started sweating, like literally dripping sweat, like having sweat dripping from my eyelashes. And I was like, dang, cheers to the lymphatic system, right? And just feeling empowered, really feeling empowered while caring for my animals. So yes, um, one of my friends, Don Sappier, said, hey, killing two birds with one stone. I was like, I'm not for killing birds, but I get your point, which is hilarious. And yeah, it's just really nice to know that my body is functioning to the point of healthy sweat. I love it. All right, so this is a fantastic article by Healthline.com. I like Healthline because if you're not a reader, it gives you quick summaries. You can just go in and read the summaries. Of course, I'll include it in the description of this video. And if you're a bottom line kind of gal like I am, there's usually a bottom line. So this is the health benefits of sweating. Let's figure it out, my friends. Here we go. So it says, when we think of sweating, words like hot and sticky come to mind, but beyond that first impression, there are a number of health benefits such as physical exertion, benefits from exercise, detox of heavy metals, elimination of chemicals, and bacterial cleansing. All right, let's get into it. Sweating during exercise. Sweat often accompanies physical exertion. In many cases, exercise translates into a number of health benefits, including boosting energy. And at first, I'm so tired, I don't want to exercise, I'm too tired to exercise. And it's like, by exercising, you're going to get that energy you need. I have to tell my students that all the time. I'm like, you guys have only been on the planet 11 years and you're too tired? I'm 2 years younger than God, all right? Okay, number 2, maintaining healthy weight. Not there yet, but I'm in motion. Defending against many diseases and health conditions. Yes, I do have those benefits. Improving mood. What? Jules, you're always so happy. Excuse me. Not only am I still dealing with this, I'm so much better, but I still have like this cough situation. But when I was mucking the stalls, I forgot to wear my mask, and like all that fine dirt being kicked up, all of a sudden my lungs were just going, you're kidding, right? Ugh. And finally, promoting good sleep, which I would welcome. I'm proud to say that it's still in the 10 o'clock hour. Close to 11, but it's still in the 10 o'clock hour. Yay me. Okay, so heavy metals detox. Although there are differing opinions on detoxification through sweat, they have a hyperlink with a 2016 study. In China, it indicated that the levels of most heavy metals are lower in those people who exercise regularly. Heavy metals were found in the sweat and urine, with a higher concentration in the sweat. That's interesting, right? Leading to the conclusion that, along with urinating, sweating is a potential method for the elimination of heavy metals. When you see AGA, your first thought is healthy. That's why I'm tripping on that word. Elimination of heavy metals through sweat. Oh, do you love that? I love that. Because I'm just not really disciplined when it comes to doing like heavy metal detox. And what's that guy's name? My sister's in love with him. Medical medium. She's in love with that guy. He can do no wrong. She's always saying, he knows heavy metal detox. He knows that. I'm like, I know heavy metal. She's like, Juliana, knock it off. Oh, we'll all find our way. I like the idea of the exercise. Okay. Bota. It's a short form for plant-based. Oh, forget it. It tricked me. It tricked me. You know, nothing's for free. So even though I love these articles, there's a bunch of insertion of nonsense, and one of them is this is actually an advertisement. So let's keep going. Okay, chemical elimination. Ah, so important. So BPA elimination. You know how we're all trying to buy bottles and things now that say BPA free? BPA, again a hyperlink, or bisphenol A, is an industrial chemical used in the manufacturing of certain resins and plastics. According to the Mayo Clinic, exposure to BPA may have possible health effects on the brain and behavior, along with a possible link to increased blood pressure. According to a 2011 study, and again, these are all hyperlinks, Mayo Clinic 2011 study, BPA, sweat is an effective removal route for BPAs as well as a tool for BPA biomonitoring. And then BCP elimination. BCPs, or polychlorinated biphenyls, are man-made organic chemicals that have been demonstrated to cause a number of adverse health effects. A 2013 article in ISRN Toxicology indicated that sweat could have a role in eliminating certain PCBs from the body. The article also indicated that sweating didn't appear to help clear the most common perfluorinated compounds, or PCBs, found in the human body. Perfluorohexane sulfonate, which is PFHXS, perfluoroctanoic, perfluorooctanoic acid, which is PFOA, and perfluorooctane sulfonate, which is PFOS. Okay, wait a second. Did I read the sentence right? The article also indicated that sweating didn't appear to help clear the most common perfluorinated compounds found in the human body. Well, who wants to know that? We were looking for blessings, not conflict. Okay, bacterial cleansing. A 2015 review suggests that the glycoproteins in sweat bind to bacteria, helping removal from the body. The article calls for more research into microbial adhesion in sweat and its impact on skin infections. That's super interesting. No, it's all good. But it does say that they do, of course, attach to one another and are removed through sweat, which is what we're welcoming. But yeah, so when you're sick, as hard as it is, get that body moving so that you can expel some of the nonsense. What exactly is sweat? I'm glad you asked. Sweat or perspiration is primarily water with tiny amounts of chemicals, such as ammonia, urea, salts, and sugar. You sweat when you exercise, have a fever, or are anxious. Sweating is how your body cools itself. When your internal temperature rises, your sweat glands release water to the surface of your skin, and the sweat evaporates. It cools your skin and your blood beneath your skin. Ooh, so interesting. It actually cools the blood beneath the skin. That's very interesting. All right, sweating too much. If you sweat more than you need for heat regulation, it's called hyperhidrosis. Hyperhidrosis can be caused by a number of conditions, including low blood sugar and nervous system or thyroid disorders. I've been there on many things, but I'm not an oversweater. I would probably be more of an undersweater. Let's see what it says about that. If you sweat too little, it's called anhidrosis. Anhidrosis can result in life-threatening overheating. Anhidrosis can be caused by a number of issues, including burns. Oh, yeah, it can be caused by burns, dehydration, and some nerve and skin disorders. Okay, I'm going to say I'm a normie. Finally, I'm a normie. I found my place. I don't sweat too much or too little. I am absolutely a normie. Okay, why does sweat smell? I'm glad you asked. Actually, sweat doesn't smell. Let's repeat that. What? Newsflash. Sweat doesn't smell. Who knew? The smell is from what the sweat mixes with, such as bacteria that live on your skin or hormone secretions from areas such as your armpits. So, bottom line, it does smell. Because inevitably it's going to be mixed with that bacteria or those hormones. But again, when you start eating right and stuff, all of that goes away. And by right, I mean, plant-based vegan. Okay, the takeaway. Hey, I didn't notice there was no little summaries for these. And instead of a bottom line, it's called a takeaway. What? Is this different for 2022? I don't know. Okay, sweating is a natural function of your body when you exercise or have a fever. Although we associate sweat with temperature control, sweat also has numerous other benefits, such as helping clear your body of heavy metals, PCBs, and BPAs. Dun 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 dun. Sweating normal amounts causes adjustments and complications. How sweating works, la la la. Okay, I think we get the idea. The point is, I was stoked to be sweating because honestly, a lot of times when I'm just doing my rebounder and stuff, I don't get worked up to the point of sweating. I am breathing well, but not actually sweating, and there I was. Okay, so that's interesting, actually, because it was 38 degrees outside. I was working hard, but was my body also sweating? No, if it was sweating, it was cooling itself. I was going to say, I started with a jacket, but I had to peel that right off. So at first I was thinking it was so cold outside that my body was trying to warm itself up. But no, it was sweating to cool itself down because I was burning the muscles. I was going for broke. All right, my friends, thanks for listening. Where are you on sweating? I was so sorry. I always have children every year who have extra sweaty palms or, they have little sweating problems. And that was never my story as a child. I'm so glad because it's a lot of responsibility. But yeah, under sweating, I just don't feel like it takes a lot. It takes a lot to get me to really sweat. And I think if my glands are working right and if my lymphatic system is in order, it shouldn't take very much to get me sweating. So I look forward, as I continue on my journey of wellness, to healthily sweat. Yeah. And as I get the weight off, to work out even harder. All right. Like if you like doing this, if you haven't subscribed, let me know in the comments below how I may support you and any thoughts you have on sweat. And until we talk again, best of all, know that you're blessed.